I saw a Reddit post that was talking about how AI is now able to bypass captchas, and like we kind of have a good alternative now to the Turing test, or like a stronger Turing test basically to tell apart human and AI. And it's interesting because what someone highlighted in the comments of that post was that the anonymous internet, right, where you could be on the internet as an individual and be anonymous, is coming to an end, right? We've enjoyed it for the past few decades, maybe even less than a few, but more like a couple or whatever. But as you know, because like one way to verify that a person is not a robot is through government verification, right? Giving each citizen a unique ID, right, that can be verified against them. And that way, that'll be the only way then to access things like your email, like Google account and stuff like that. And that will help prevent spam, right? But then you lose your privacy and you lose your anonymity. Now, I'm someone who doesn't have private accounts anyway on the internet. If you found my account, you could probably easily trace it back to me, let alone the government could easily trace it back to me. I don't like use the dark web. And I think most people don't even realize that they can also be traced back by the government if it came down to it. Really, it's like a really small minority of people who can like truly evade any kind of tracking or surveillance to their accounts. But like when I say like minority, I mean like a tiny minority. Like the minority of people who think they can because they use like the dark web, whatever, are also not even the minority there. Like the majority of those people can still be tracked. It's like a serious minority of people who like live off grid, like don't have phones, like that kind of like seriously off it, or just live in a country that like it doesn't give a fuck. I don't know, but yeah, it's interesting. And you know but the thing is, to have that kind of system set up, you need to trust your government, right? Or at least have faith in your government to not like censor you and all that kind of thing. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because right now world governments cannot be trusted when it comes to the massive majority of them cannot be trusted when it comes to censorship and online censorship and like actually having the what's the word like the something of the people in mind. I don't know what the word is, like the interests of the people in mind, and are more to get to abuse their power or like exploit whatever. So it's interesting. And speaking of systems, I am needing to get my Neovim set up. So I'm gonna set up the debugger, I guess. There are other things I need to sort out as well, like my LSP and whatnot, but I want to sort out this debugger just now because that's what I'm focusing on. Shouldn't matter order-wise. So before that, I think there's a fix for this. Never mind. I want to take a break from game development and research operating systems. Yeah. I wish someone told me sooner that game developers are actually high in demand. Like I thought they were like it was highly competitive. Like it's apparently they actually are being you can get a job as a game developer easier than you can get a job as like a programmer. You know, like a games programmer would be easier than I don't know, like a Microsoft or something, whatever. Anyway, or I'm just bullshit. Well, or the people who told me that are bullshitting. But anyway, also shout out Magpie. I haven't looked into it much, but it just kind of someone sent it to me and it looks interesting, so I might look into it later. Anyway, so the video I'm going to be following is this one by Sam Natal or Sam Natal or Sam Natale. I don't know. This guy. He made a really good video on LSP setup, like a really good video, by far the best that I've seen for Neovim, so that's awesome. TJ has a video, but I think this guy is probably going to be better. Also, look at that thumbnail. No bugs. Very cool. So let's have a look. It's only 6 minutes, so I guess it'll be quite simple. I mean,
okay, today we're going to give you one less reason to jump into the IDE because we're going to get debugging working in Neovim.
He's also British. Where's he from? I'm trying to trace the accent. I can't tell if it's like Yorkshire or Manchester. Ken just made a video. I need to watch that. Yeah, let me just check. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm curious. So did I publish this? I did. No. Oh shit, I didn't even upload my video. Hold on. I like a whole video. Let me just start uploading that because it's like quite long. This one probably. Right, I feel it doesn't install on my computer like hell. I think it's the right one. I don't know. It was like a 4-hour or something recording. Please. No. Please, I'm not Halle. Although actually, while I'm here, let me check out his other videos too. See what else he has. AI. Have a look into that later. I mean, I use Claude. Like, it's like I do use AI technically. I just don't use it to vibe code. I use it for help more. So nvim plus AI code reviews. Yeah, AI code reviews are useful, right? Like, basically, that wants to just tell you like what best practices are. You don't really need it, to be fair, because like Clang can do a lot for you, and then like Clang, Clang Tidy can do a lot for you, and then based on your experience level, you can kind of figure it out yourself. Well, I mean, in terms of the person, like for me, I'm quite perceptive, but hey, maybe it's also useful. So bookmark. I'll have a look at that. Bookmark it, watch later, whatever. These are cool. Neovim LSP inlay hints. See what that's about. Fuzzy Finder. Don't know what that means. I mean, I know what a fuzzy finder is, but I don't know what it means with snacks. GitHub inside Neovim. I don't really need it. How I learned Emotions 2025. Neovim plugins I regret installing. I've watched this video, but I don't remember it. How to make a plugin. I will look into that because there's a YouTuber, Lassar or something, Laser maybe. Or I don't think that's correct actually. I can't remember what his name is, but he has made a thing, so I'm gonna look into that for examples. Needs autocomplete, yeah, it does suck. Stop leaving Neovim to run tests. Neotest for web development. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so this guy doesn't have that many videos, but they seem pretty cool. Effortless autocomplete and LSP setup in Neovim for web development. Yeah, for web development. I mean, I'm guessing these aren't even necessarily for web development, per se, but I don't want to risk that. Auto fix your code instantly with Neovim, formatting, how to set up for Neovim for web development. Okay. Episode 1. Oh, this is episode 2. Okay. Right, anyway. This is him. Ramsbot. No comment. We're going with the LinkedIn. This is him. Where is Ramsbottom? Funny name aside. That's where he's from, right? Not where he is. I don't know. I don't know if like LinkedIn cares where you're from. It's just another way for employers to discriminate you. The concept of religion is centered, right? Okay, anyway. Please stop lagging. Ramsbottom, England. It's Greater Manchester. Spot on. How did I know? I said Yorkshire or Manchester, but I was thinking Manchester. Anyway.
Let's get into it. Okay, so this simple code is basically just a withdraw function. Imagine a bank account. So we've got a balance here. And if the amount that someone's trying to withdraw is more than their balance, then we're going to throw an error. Otherwise, we're going to withdraw the amount from their balance.
What language is this?
Very simple. Let's get a debugger working so we can walk through this function. Okay, so the first thing you'll need is...
Sorry, what? Are these like infix functions? Function w wallet pointer deposit. I never used Go, so I don't know about this, but I saw this in Magpie just now, in fixed functions. I guess because like it's for the wallet class or struct, whatever. It's an interesting way to go about implementing it. Okay.
Let's get a debugger working so we can walk through this function.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you'll need is an nvim-dap. This is the debug adapter protocol, which has been implemented for Neovim, and it basically allows you to debug as long as you have the right adapter for your language. So we just scroll down here, and if you go to this debug adapter installation, you can follow the guide for any language. However, I do recommend that if your language is supported, you use one of the community adapters that are already existing. If I go to the wiki, all no extensions here. As you can see, language specific ones, there's a debug adapter for Python, for Go, JavaScript, etc. You get the story. Okay, and you're going to want to add these lines to your config, so it's your nvim-dap and the dependency along with the language adapter that you've chosen, and that's it. That's.
So I could do that, like the community one, but I do kind of want to see how it also works manually. First of all, how do I even get to it? Sailor. What do I say? Sailor? Did I say Sailor? I can't remember now. So let's have a look for nvim-dap, unless this is it. Then that's comp. Comp is for completion. It doesn't work for me for some reason, even though I installed it, but I'll try to fix that later, I guess. Okay, so nvim-dap is a debug adapter protocol. Okay, so launch application debug, attach running applications and debug them, set breakpoints and set through code, inspect the state of the application. Awesome. So install it like any other Neovim plugin. Okay, I use lazy. I mean, most people use lazy, so I don't know why I wouldn't include that. Then again, the last commit was, well, it's a slow commit history, let's say. So let's have a look if C++ shows up here. Although specifically, I would need Clang. Goals for basic debugger in Neovim. Sensibility and double as a dap client library. So dap must be like an existing concept already. All known extensions are listed in the wiki. Okay. Non-goals. Debug adaptive installations are out of scope. Don't know what that means. It's not meant to reinvent a package manager. Use Nix, use Ansible, okay. nvim-dap config is not a goal, fair enough. Vim support, it's not going to happen. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know why you would be using Vim anymore, anyway. I think Neovim has proven itself to be quite a worthy replacement, right? Like, I don't think you get any benefit from Vim over Neovim, unless like you love vimscript maybe, but I think Neovim does support vimscript. But even if it doesn't, like, I don't think you should do that. Interesting. So you can actually, so you get C, C++, and Rust all together with the same thing, right? With lldb and GDB. GDB is interesting. I wonder why that works. I know that Rust uses LVM, so I don't know why it works with GDB as well. But anywho, maybe I guess it's because LLVM would then compile to C++ debuggable code or something. I don't know. That must be the case. But then that's weird that it's only these languages. Then again, there aren't really any other systems programming languages. Like I don't see Zig here. I don't see like Odin or anything. So that I guess that does make sense actually. It's kind of fucked how few languages there are in the systems programming space. Like look at how cool it is that we literally have all these languages supported just because they use the same backend. That's awesome. So I think I'm using code-lldb. Right? Codes lldb versus lldb-vscode. Oop, you don't see up there. Wait, no. Don't. Yeah, I have no idea. Let me just ask Claude for the best general consensus kind of thing. For nvim-dap, I have the option to use code-lldb or lldb-vscode. Which one should I go for? Okay. Okay. Oh, what? Install code-lldb via Mason. Then point nvim-dap's adapter as bundle library rather than system LDB. Avoids version mismatches. Okay, so Mason install. I mean, is it here? Oh, it's DAP. Oh shit. Okay, it's actually literally here. It's DAP. Okay, so, but that's like CPP tools. What's that about? I don't know. Anyway, there's code LDB there. Interestingly, there isn't the other one. So I guess that's even more reason to use this one then. So let's install that. It's downloading. It installed. Okay, so now I have that. Cool. So C, okay, this is a whole like separate thing for this. Configuration examples are in Lua. C help Lua commands if your thing uses an init.vim. It does not. Okay, so install it, done. Okay, I've installed it. Sorry, I guess I can just skip that. Okay, so how do I check it? Help dap adapter. Right, no, but I need to install it first, right? What? How do I like just install it first? Okay. Hey. No. Nope. Down. Because I've been told that I'm meant to go up, but they keep going up on the counters, which is not good. That was the same cat, just came in the span of like 3 minutes, so that's quite annoying. It's almost fucking injured itself by jumping off my chopping board, which slid away up from under them. Man, I like humans more than I like cats. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's just have a look at this video then. The issue is it's using one of the pre-installed ones, which actually isn't a good example.
The configuration for Golang really simple. For another language, it might be a little bit more complicated, but obviously just follow the guides in the repo. But I know for Golang it is quite...
Yeah, well, that'd be nice if the guides were actually good. Or like, I just need to install the actual thing. Awesome. So it doesn't seem like there is a simple guide. I can look at the example though. This one. So he uses Neo test for some reason. Local UV equals UV-loop. Does he use code to LLBB? Because he does code in C++. He has both? I don't even know, bro. This is cool, by the way. Like, I mean, like, I don't love it, but like, I do like how naturally that works with Lua. Where do you do it here? lldb-dap code. Okay, so let's see where this is actually used. So first it checks for lldb-dap. Otherwise uses this. Okay, I have no idea. So if I just follow this tutorial instead. Is that it? This is manual, okay. Okay, so let's try to get the bare minimum then. So yeah. Amphosanega is here. That is correct. Are they Austrian? What's with that name? Yep. They're Austrian or German, that's for sure. Or maybe they're Swiss. Who am I to say? Crate/crate for Java. Okay. Right, anyway, so go to my config, find file, config, let's go to init.lua. I thought that actually work. .config, great, doesn't show hidden files. Isn't it like a thing I can do for that to show hidden files? No, okay, well, I mean, I need to set up my Rofi thing so I can launch it and look for it, but I believe I can do this still. I can go out and do like search.config, but why can't I show hidden files? Okay, never mind then, I'll just do it manually for now. cd config nvim/lua/kojo. And looking into, actually first let me just commit this stuff. Various updates, beginning refactor. Yeah, so it's gonna push this also. I can like kind of properly check my progress, as I should have been doing already, but I didn't. So anyway, so plugins. Yeah, so here we're gonna have dap.lua return this, right? Okay, and great, so that's what happened there. Dependencies, I shouldn't have any, right? So then just config equals function. I just realized that, yeah, fucking Lua uses lambdas for function. That's kind of cool. Like lambda assignment. It makes sense from a language that wants to be small, you know? Okay, so let me just now go to this and copy this. I don't know what version I'm on. Let's have a look. Help dap adapter. I don't know if I have that. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just save this, quit, and open it again. Just going to clone it. Then I can go to, I can quit that and go into, great, it's just not going to work. There you go. Look, I don't know why. But when I do FP, like keybind, to open this, it has P in it. And I don't know why that is. So I need to fix that. Anyway, so now can I do it? Okay. Neovim needs a debugger data where it can communicate. Neovim will either launch the debugger app to itself or can attach to attach to an existing one. That's awesome. But how do I check what the version is? Oh wait, depending on your code LDB version. Version, is that command? It is for Neovim. Neovim, version code LDB. No luck. Okay, Mason install, no, Mason 3 G question mark. Toggle package info. Yeah, let's try that. Control R, was it? Nope. What's CR? Control? Enter? Oh, okay. Is that CR? I don't know. Languages, oh, it actually supports Zig as well now. Awesome. So I'm on 1.12 or something, so that's fine. So local dap equals, what the fuck? I don't know why there's a terminal there. Local dap equals require dap. I insist on using double strings. dap.adapters.code-lldb, I'm assuming, equals type equals executable, and command equals code-lldb. Just said, yeah. What? Okay, it said undefined fields adapters. Just unfortunate, but whatever. So let's see if that works. Okay, so how can I test this then?
Quite simple. And then if you just jump in to your project here, let's add a couple of breakpoints. So if we do :dap toggle breakpoint, we'll put one there.
Okay, so I guess I can do it like that then. So let's go ahead and open some arbitrary projects. You know, I can't just quit my terminal. I can. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. CD into, let's say, freeware, I guess. Actually, no. Let me go into my sandbox so I can test this properly. Yeah. So CD, no, make directory debug, or dap even, and CD into it, and let's make our main.cpp. Okay, so I'm gonna include IOStream. Fuck me. Have my int main. Creature of habit. What the fuck? I didn't type that. Okay. What is like now my autocomplete working? I don't know. And then standard cout 5. Okay, my thing's not complaining, my LSP. So let's have int x equals 5, x equals 3, and then cout x. Very simple program, but we're going to test it. So first of all, is it dap? Yeah, so it's dap, and this works. Okay. So clear breakpoints. Okay. Toggle breakpoint. So let's have breakpoints, a breakpoint here then. So dag, actually let's put it here. So dap toggle breakpoint. Okay, and you can see there's a B there, right? Please have a breakpoint. So let me change my style for my config here real quick. Option, no. core/options. Here. Yeah, vim.opt.sign column. I don't want it to be merged. I thought like it'd just be colors, but no, like it actually removes my numbers. Just show me this, please. What? It's not what I wanted. Where's the config for this? Here. Why is it so low? That's actually really annoying. These are probably built into the editor somewhere. I just had to figure out how to open it. No, so show me sign column, auto, or yes or no. Okay, so yes, always show, and there's auto, which is for my computer freezes. That's what it's short for. So that hot. It's weird. Oh, thing's frozen. Like literally frozen. I don't even know if I'm recording still. Yeah, I'm not sure what might have happened there. My CPU is only on 52% as well, like usage. So I don't know why that's crazy. Show when in use, always show. So let's go with yes. Then quit and open this again. Okay, it's actually removed the breakpoint. So I guess it's specific to a session. I'm not getting the autocomplete now for the Mason command. Sorry, not Mason, dap toggle. Yeah. Why the fuck can I switch? There we go. Okay, big point there. So now what? What's next?
We'll put one at the end here. I'm also put one in here, why not? So if you look in the sign column there, we have 3 B's, B for breakpoint, 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 as you can see. And if we run through this code, we should be able to hit these breakpoints like so. So if I just open up the test file and I go down to the withdraw tests, let's run withdrawing with a valid amount, for example. If I do test run here for this test, and as you can see, we've hit the breakpoint. And if you look, we have a little arrow there because that's
how the fuck has he done that?
That's where the breakpoint currently is. Perfect. So now let's have a look at some of these things we can do. So we can do dap eval. And if I do dap eval, let's say we want to see what the amount is. We can just type amount. If we write this file, and there we go. It now says 50. Similarly, if I want to check what the w.balance is, we write that file, and there we go. We got the w.balance.
Cool.
So I can debug the evaluations just like that with just basic nvim-dap. And if we do dap continue now, it's going to hit the next breakpoint, which is here, and we can now check the balance. So what was it previously? It was 100 balance and we minus 50, right? So if I do...
But how do I run the program in the first place? To do new or what? Use add config to type of versions of CPP. Why? Dap. Continue. I need a configuration. Okay. Is it specifically for C++ or just anything? No. How do I do that then? Yeah, then what? Okay. Launch file. I can reuse the configurations for other languages. Okay. Does it use Lua to configure? Let me just remove some of these tabs. I presume that's the main source of lag here. One day I'm on a computer where I can have like 20 tabs open and it just won't even matter. That would be a very cool day. Yeah, also just like sleep this. Right, let me try searching for video as well. Neovim-dap for lldb. This is for Elixir. This is LDB. How would you like C++? Okay, whatever. So let's have a look at this example again. I guess this would be my lifeline. But he doesn't have... Does he have dap.configure? I don't see it. Not found. Configurations. So it would be configurations. There's 8 matches. Okay. So it's up here. Okay, let me just start with like this simple version that's here. Let's see what happens. So, bro, space FP. I don't know why it doesn't open my thing. It must be built. Like this FP thing is bugged as hell right now. Right, dap. Yeah, so we're gonna have this first, then dap.configurations. Don't know why it's not reading that. .cpp equals, right. So we have name equals launch, type equals code-lldb, request, wrong file, wrong window even, request equals launch, program equals a function with end, return vim.fn .input, path to executable. What? Path to executable. Undefined fields. Yeah, it says they're undefined, but like I don't know why they're undefined. I don't know how to not make it undefined. Vim.function.get cwd dot for concatenation slash and then file at the end for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand. cwd equals $ workspace folder, and then stop on entry equals false. Okay. And then let me have a look. Dude, why doesn't leader FP work? It only works if I quit and do it. It doesn't work if I'm like in the thing. Must be some like override. Okay, whatever. PV works at least. So let me have a look for. Yeah, no, it's my LSP that's acting up. Workspace, check the player library equals vim API, nvim get runtime file. Yeah, so like maybe I need to do something else with nvim-dap maybe. Like maybe that would work. Fucking hell. I don't know if it's activated yet. It hasn't. For all I know, it's not even working like at all. Yeah. It is working. Well, that didn't work then. So I need to go back. Right, let's figure it out later then. Anyway, so now will it work? Wait, what does that do? Space FF, doesn't matter, I can't do it anyway. Right, so let's get add a breakpoint here. Dap toggle breakpoint. Okay, and let's do dap new. Path to executable. Ah, I see, so I can literally ask for it. Okay, so let's compile. First, so clang plus plus -bp -o main.exe. Yeah, /main, just test it. Don't know why I call that actually. Move main.exe to main. /main 3. Don't know what the percent sign means. I guess just like not terminated. So let me also just do that. And I mean I could use standard print, but whatever, for now we'll just do this. And put a new window instead. Yeah. Cool, that works now. So let's have a breakpoint. So again, dap toggle breakpoint and dap new, dap /main. Nice. Go breakpoint. We got an error though. Don't know where 3 came from. Oh, it ran it, but did it not stop at the breakpoint. Error, end of file while passing a value. Line 1, column 0. Exited. What? So what are my options here? I can use eval, right? So let's do eval x. No active debug session. Yeah, that's my fear actually. Why do I get an error? That's really weird. Dap continue? Yeah, no, like it just ended it. What's R? So there's no breakpoint. If I do dap run? No. What are the commands? That's it. So we'll try continue on main. Okay. There's no arrow though, so I don't know if it hit the breakpoint or not. I'm guessing it didn't then. Let's do dap eval x. No active debug session. What? Okay. That's weird. I don't know why that works. Okay. So let me, yeah, I don't know how to troubleshoot this because the documentation is so lacking. Claude, help me. Oh, Claude crashed. I wonder why. Is that what, where's my computer? What's going on in Discord? I got ping. Yes, it's bugged. Awesome. How's my dap config looking when I run it on a C++ application? Oh, there's no debug symbols. That's probably it. So clang ++ with debug symbols. It's G, right? Yeah. That might be the reason. So clang ++ -g -o0 as well. It should be that by default anyway, but just for extra measure. Right, so let's go ahead and again dap toggle breakpoint, and let's go ahead and run. So dap new on main. Nice. Okay, now it's working. So now we can do dap eval, and we can print x. Error memory reads takes a start address expression with an optional and address expression. Expressions should be quoted if they contain spaces or other special characters. What error? Memory read takes a start address expression with an optional and address expression. So maybe it hasn't been declared yet. Is that why? Like if I do like 5 + 5, for example, 5 is not a valid command. Okay, print f. Print f. D. Well, okay, never mind then. Okay, I need to look at the LDB docs. Not even actually. I need to look at the LL. What's it called? The Debugger. No, it is LDB. Yeah, it very much is. This is code-lldb. Whatever. Okay, I should get these same things there. Is that my config? It is my config. Okay, so that actually is the same, and it does use Lua, which is convenient. Program versus folder / executable file. What even is CWD anyway? Like here, program is a function. Right, because it says vim input. So it asks for the input, right? Yeah. So I could actually make it to be automatic as well. I see. I wonder if the other guy has it set up. Okay, I'm starting to understand it more. And there's args as well, but that's fine. Cool, okay. Got a bunch of args there, whatever's. I can ignore that for now. Yeah, so let me debugger features. So what are the commands? Yeah, that's too much. Let's make it simple. Holy moly, did Claude reskin to dark mode? Or has it always been like that? Is it because it's nighttime? I don't know. What are some... Okay, I've installed nvim-dap with code-lldb and have it working successfully. How do I print the state of variables though? In GDB, I remember just typing x and it would print x, for instance. Hover over it, okay. The UI would be pretty useful. Can I do it with dap eval? That's weird. I swear mine works. It's dap eval, right? Strangely enough, I do have dap eval. Seems it should come out of the box according to docs. great sign when your thing already is getting the information wrong. Okay, it knows this at least. I tried 5 plus 5, but it didn't work. Okay, let me try stepping. Well, okay, I have to quit like that. So let's do dap step. Step over. Yep. So now we're here. If I do dap eval, can I print x? Memory takes a start address. Okay. Okay, I see. So I should give it keybinds as well. Yeah, I should do that. But also the UI would be pretty useful. In your adapter launch config, LDB the console mode equals evaluate. Okay, well, shit. So I could do question mark x. It's 5. Okay. Right. So also I was right. The line of code hasn't run yet, so that's why it hasn't changed. So I can do 5 plus 5, right? That's 10. Perfect. So let's take x. Okay. Now if I switch windows, if I go ahead and step again, sorry, dap step over. Now I'm here. So now this line of code up here has just executed. I swear the visual line used to cover everything, whatever. Anyway, so now that's been executed, which means if I go back up and print again, it's 3. Camera's here, 3. Cool. And then step again, and it should print to my console. Or not. I wonder if that's because like the buffer or something hasn't been flushed or whatever. But yeah, print x again, it's still the same. I don't know why I didn't print it. Whatever, dap, step over again. And now we're into assembly, which is pretty cool actually, that I can see the assembly. And this is like a bunch of whatever. So now if I just continue, it exited. Okay. Don't like how I covered this now. Like my buffer's just changed. So great. Oh no, I wasn't running it here. So actually, I don't know where the output was even going then. That's kind of not ideal. Also just completely closed my thing, but whatever. Cool. Cool. So it works. Debugger works. Now I didn't set up the actual things, but it works fundamentally, so that's pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it for now and come back to configuring that more later, I think, because that's a good enough start. So git add all, git commit, install dap, get basic dap, working with code-lldb for C++. Yep, cool. Okay, so let me have a look again. So cd plugins. Right, so I've a bunch of plugins, but I really need to kind of sort them out. I wonder how I can even disable a lot of them. It'd be useful, like if I could manually configure which ones are enabled through a list. Like if I go into lazy, right now it just says spec equals import, right? And it imports a whole list of them. So for lazy, I have this. Why did I not copy it? But I want to select which files are selected in my kojo.plugins folder. How can I do this? Also, plugins LSP. Yeah, I should really move Mason out because I only have one file there. So let me rename Mason to just that, allowing me to delete my LSP folder. Why is it plugins/LSP/LSP? Like I can't. What? Now it works. No? That's a different file, right? Yeah, bro, I don't trust that. Man, the chief is really confusing. I might just get rid of it. That's better. Yeah, I need to configure that somehow. Anyway, so plugins, LSP should be empty, so let me delete that. Yes, okay, that's a lot simpler. Right. Okay. Yeah, so let me just do it manually then. So what are my actual folders? So I can have a quick look at that. So delete this line, don't need it anymore. Themes, that's fine. Then plugins. So kojo.plugins. For now, let's take ones that I've actually configured. So dap.lua. I'll take tree sitter. I did set that up. It needs more, but like it works for now. So I put some comments. Needs not configured fully. Needs fixing for markdown. Mason is fine. LSP, but doesn't fully work. I like the colorizer. So to do, customize colors, or customize styling even in general. For dap, configure more C++ and C/Rust too, and I guess Zig. This has support for it. Tree sitter to do fix markdown. For Mason, what are the options even for colorizer? I can't remember. Can I get there faster? I was on YouTube, what the fuck? Like that puts me up here. Like how do I get like down to these suggestions faster? Like I want this, yeah, like I do kind of want those first, but anyway. This is the wrong thing. Whoops. Although I do like that as well. I don't think I have any notes for that even, but I'm looking for alpha, right? No. to do comments. That was it. Kind of in the name, isn't it? I guess I can go up arrow maybe. I guess that would be faster. Okay. Perf hack to do note fix warning. Okay, so if I like here, I put fix, markdown, sick. I just deleted everything. This is cool. On the sidebar, I got these check marks and stuff. I mean, probably changes icons, but because of my styling, yeah, no. So this would be to do comments. For the colorizer, I don't even know what there is for colorizer. Those don't work, okay. Can add custom colors and stuff. Probably fine as is, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look at the full documentation. Ouch. Yeah, it's probably fine as is, to be honest. So that one could just be nothing. Yeah, so CMP is broken. Like it doesn't do anything. I can't remember what alpha even does. God, that really annoys me, dude. Okay, plugins, alpha. Yep, that needs configuring. Let me hook this. To do customize for fun. I mean, I guess it's kind of useless anyway. It's just for fun. CMP is broken, so that'd be a fix. What needs fixing? It just doesn't work. Doesn't seem to work at all. And for now, I'll also just comment it out. Comments is good. Don't know what I would do there. Sorry, I'm really spamming like thing. I don't like that. Comments. Anything for comments? Let's check the config for that. Right, I have JSX and stuff like that. It doesn't really need configuring, does it? It doesn't need configuring. Yeah, this will be fine. Tap doesn't work. No, sorry, it does work. Flash, call it Mason. It goes here. So yeah, Flash is for like jumping, right? S? What? Right, so that's a feature I've just never used. So if I press S, and let's say I want to go to like D, like here in description, I press D, and then it shows you a bunch of options. So let's say I want to flash to the D there, add your DD, desk. For S, what? I don't know what S does. Just highlights everything, I guess. Like highlights a scope or something. Right, so I can highlight like this scope here, I can highlight the line. It's pretty cool. I can highlight EF. That has everything. That's cool. What does it actually say? Flash tree sitter. Okay, I guess. What does R do? Remote flash. But R only for O mode? What's R? What's O? I don't know. Capital R, tree sitter search. What's O? I have no idea. Control S for C mode. What's that? Command mode. Toggle flash select. So I do this and Control S. Weird. Okay, it's quite handy, I think. I need to look more into it though. Yeah, but like it means like I can do like F, like see where DAP is there. I can do F D. Actually, that works anyway. But like let's say that there are other things in between. I could do S D, and then S, and then just have it replace my F. To be honest, pretty good. So flash. Figure out how to use effectively, but otherwise pretty cool. I'm gonna leave it enabled for now so I can keep using it. I forget what fugitive does. Great. T-pope fugitive. T-pope has a lot. Is it like the surrounding things? Let's forget. What the fuck? I look-y forgot I have that in my thing. Right, so yeah, I can just access git commands. Although I prefer having these, so I don't know. Like other shortcuts is akin to this. I kind of want shortcuts for this though, but that's pretty cool. So, git, yes, like in editor git commands. It'd be good to get those keybinds, to be fair. Or like have some kind of like thing set up where like I can commit a message and it will add and commit at the same time and then push right afterwards. Like having a system like that would be pretty cool. Like a GAP kind of thing, or like GACP. Git add commit push. Yeah. So that would be, so I could do SFD and then fugitive. Cause like I installed these, but never, for some reason, like forgot I installed them. Yeah, same thing there, really. That's what I want to comment out. Godot. Yeah, Godot I don't use at the moment. I guess it's just like integrations for Godot. So yeah, that one I was just gonna, you know, sorry, SFD. Just gotta get used to that. Godot, to do, I don't know, reevaluate, I guess. Harpoon is awesome. That's by the Primogen. Plugins, Harpoon. Has plenary as a thing. The keybind, so I control E. Wait. Come on. No. No. Come on. No. Down. Down. Come on. Yeah, come on. Well, you don't have that. Come on. Come on, you need to go down. No. Come on, you need to go down. Come. Go join Milo. No. No, no, no. Bro, cats do what they want to do. Come on. You need to go down. Like, I would carry them down, but I'm also like low-key scared of cats at the same time. You know, fuck it. At least as long as it's on the kitchen counter, I can't be arsed. So I've lead array to add it to it. Like, so these ones I do use to their full use, whatever. Like I do use these to switch between that. I have to go back now though. So that's good. Control H, Control J, Control L. Maybe I'll change it to like option instead, because like those don't do anything. So maybe if I just did option instead of control. I don't know, but like generally speaking, I want to kind of like figure out a good like buffer control system, because Emacs 1 looks pretty cool. It'd be cool to have like some kind of like something more automated, so I could like just switch my workflow easier without having to like if opening a file automatically added it to my harpoon, that might be handy, because like I'd probably rather remove them manually than like have to remember to add them manually. Perhaps. So harpoon to do make more efficient. Lua line, what does that do? Web dev icons. Is this one I installed yesterday? Was it even yesterday? I think it was. Sailor Lua line theme sync. So it's from him. Allows, sorry, this is your thing here. Allows easy customization of the bottom bar using Lua. Oh, right, this thing at the bottom. Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'll just like, I don't know, customize. They got mark view, which is very useful. I don't think there is anything I can really do with that. With mark view. I mean, I'd be surprised if I even have any config for that. I do. Well, yeah, I guess these, right? With leader mm and then leader ms for the split. Though I don't really need the split. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's there. I mean, to be fair though, I don't use a split like ever. But in the rare instances where I do, I guess it's quite useful. I probably wouldn't do leader m though, because that's very specific. So I might want to look for different keybinds. And I also have no idea how it can be customized. I guess I'll have a quick look. Yeah. Also HTML. It's pretty good. And latex. Latex? How's latex look? That'd be interesting. There's a hybrid, well, yeah, I don't want a hybrid editing mode, I don't think. Preview, markdown, HTML, latex, and others. Would markdown be capitalized? Yeah, it would be, because it's the name of something. Like Python is usually capitalized. Split view, wrap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I like really need any configs. Date formats. Yeah, I don't really use any of those. Block quotes, code blocks, headings, horizontal rules, list items, tables. Yeah, I mean, like if I need something, if I notice something, I'll configure it. Otherwise, it's fine. But I will change the keybinds potentially. Consider changing keybinds. Okay, Mason's there. Why is harpoon here? Where was it before? Here. Right, Mason, yeah, and then surround is quite handy, although I keep forgetting the keybind for it. So it's kind of annoying, to be fair, because like it's kind of inconsistent. Like it will add space around, for instance, when I don't necessarily want it to. So I guess that's something I need to fix. Mason, LSP. I have some issues here, I think. With Mason. Also, can I like add comments? Hold on. To do. No. It'd be cool to have commands where I can like, for this, where I can just add the comment automatically. To do add keybinds / commands for auto adding tagged comments. Yeah. For Mason, I need to fix. Well, I don't really need to fix anything, do I? I need to set up my other languages, but generally I just need to fix my LSP without Mason, so that's probably fine as it is. Mason itself is pretty good. Surround doesn't even show my keybinds for it. I guess they're just default ones, but that's not very good for reading. Was even this one? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so YSIW. I should really even put my keybinds like in a different file, I almost feel like, just so I can like access them very easily. Because like having them split across files is not ideal. Delete function calls. Old text, new text. Oh, that's what the cursor is or something. Surround words. Oh, so you can have it with or without. Oh, I didn't realize that. See, I didn't even read this. So if I go back into my sandbox, right? Yeah, main.cpp. So like, let's say I have this. I have this selection here, right? So it's saying it'd be YSIW. Really? YSIW? Well, clearly not. I must have had like a different command for this setup. Was it S? Nope. Like S for surround? Nope. I could have sworn I had this set up. Or maybe it was in Emacs. But like I've used it here before, 100%. I've also just refreshed my thing, so maybe it hasn't saved. YSIW. Okay, well, save now, so let's quit again, try. So take this, YS, yeah, no, it doesn't work. Because like it just copies it. Unless it's like, that's for the word specifically, right? What if I select something? YSIW, boom. Well, that worked. Okay. YSIW, boom. Okay, cool. So if I'm selecting it, do I just do S? No. But it's possible that that's because it's like conflicting. Strings uses $sign for some reason. Okay, now I just selected it. Right. No, because it selects the whole line. So ys, and then you select. Oh, okay, hold on, I get it. So like ys this was like the whole line, right? So I can do yst doom, and then this. Nice. Okay, that's actually that's very handy actually. Just the keybind's a bit weird. So like, let's say I wanted to, I don't know. Like suppose I had x equals 5 plus 2 over 3, right? And I want to put 5 plus 2 in brackets here. I can do, now it'd be ideal if I could just do that, right? Like, can I not do that? I don't know. I need to sort that out, I guess. So without being able to do that, I can do instead ys v, man, ysj, no, that's the whole line, ys ysh, I mean, that's what I meant to do. How can I select everything from that to that? I swear there was a way to do it. I just can't remember what it was. It's not just like this, right? No. It's not Y, because that's yank. It's not just S, because that's the whole other plugin. Yeah, I need to figure it out. Like maybe I can like map B to it, because B right now is just a backwards word, which I don't really need, really, to be honest. Like, I'd rather like shift word or like alt W did that. That's the wrong fucking key. Anyway, so for now though, I can do ys capital F5, which will select that. And it's, okay, never mind, that selected everything but that. That's annoying. I thought it would include that. Okay, then how about we do this instead? Ys, again, F2 now. Yep, and then do this. Right. So that's quite handy. Like if I get used to that, that'd be quite handy. Indeed. I'm going to save that. So let's say for surround to do configure keybinds. Okay. Now I'm giving myself a big to-do list, but what else can I do, to be honest? Tree SJ, it's really weird. What does it even do? That's tree sitter. How am I in the wrong file? Tree SJ. Space M, space J, space S. Return statement for Langlua is not configured. Okay, but it worked. Just don't know what it does. So space M is literally taken. So that's also like conflicting. Cannot join table constructor containing node from one of this. I actually cannot remember what this does. Paste that. For splitting join and box of code. Okay. Yeah, that's what I remember, right? So like it would be like this. Yeah. It's fairly handy. These are different keys, right? So like, let's say for this one, like for this actually, if I do space M, now it's doing that. Space M again. Okay, space J joins it, space S splits it. Right, so space J, space S, okay. Yeah, so actually I could use this. That'd be really useful. I just need to get used to it and also change the keybinds probably. So let's go back. But yeah, that's a very cool plugin. So tree SJ. I just realized it's not showing my keys anymore, is it? It is, like it quickly disappears. Never mind, it's there. Okay, never mind. So to do configure keybinds, or like reconfigure keybinds. because they're just kind of shit. But otherwise, it's pretty cool. This is also the wrong fucking thing. Yep. Reconfigure keybinds. Okay. That'd be to do. Undo tree is something I also never use, but I'm aware of its existence. First of all, how do you describe this? Split and join blocks of code easily. Yeah, I mean, I don't even need the leader M because this does what I need. Leader M is just a toggle. But to be fair, a toggle is pretty useful as well, so maybe I'll just have the toggle. Also, like I need line numbers in my tree view because like jumping around is such a pain in the ass. Then again, I should be using the search instead. If I could just get it to fucking work. I can also just search, I guess, directly, right? So undo tree. Leader U, that's right. Great, it just doesn't work. Okay, I want to save that. Undo that. Yeah, okay, it seems to be broken. It's not ideal. So let me go here. The undo history visualizer for Vim. Also, let me add to my settings real quick. GitHub. I really hate how like I want a quick button to just open my settings. Keybinds. Okay, shortcuts. Man, dude, what a fox needs to sort out. It should not be this hard to find my keyboard shortcut settings. I don't even know if it's here, but like, where else would it be? I think it's like here somewhere. More tools. No, that's where the eyedropper is for some reasons. Settings. Yeah, same thing. My God, bruh. Addresses, settings, yeah. Here somewhere, profiles. No. I'm not even looking for keyboard shortcuts anyway. Yeah, no, I'm not even looking for those. So never mind. But like, it's weird that I can't find it anyway. I'm looking for this. It's annoying how I can only disable these. I can't delete them. Like, I'm never going to use Kojo or Mojik, I'm afraid. Yeah, so let's add GitHub URL, github.com/this @g for GitHub. And I might add another one for myself even. But nah, it'll probably be fine. So this way I can instead do @g and then just paste. Perfect. Fuck. Why does that not work? Fundu tree. What? Sorry, I think it's actually is Google. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, hold on. I never need Google because it Google's by default anyway. Settings. Search. No need. Default search engine. Why is it on quant? I didn't change it to quant. Where the fuck is Google? Disable quant. I don't want quant. What, do I have to have one enabled? Are you serious? Well, what if I don't want Google though in my thing? Like now I have to do Because like if I do @g space, okay, the space is fine, I guess. Why doesn't that work? What? Why does, I mean, that should just parse as a special character. My God, dude, the hunt for like getting a good browser that actually works is just forever. Can I remove this? Nope. Advanced. That's annoying, so it just doesn't work. Like I put it here. Doesn't like this. Why isn't doing a valid GitHub URL? It takes me to a 404 error page because it doesn't seem to recognize $sign to f as slash. And this was generated automatically through my browser through my search engine shortcut via Waterfox. Kill me. Why does it parse it like that? Why can't you just insert it? How can I fix it? Help me, AI, please. Check the shortcut URL template. Yeah. Yeah, well, I want to use it, obviously. Edit the search engine URL template. Use a different mechanism. Sorry, keyword bookmark. Huh. Just like GitHub, for instance, save that. So if I do @GitHub, I get this. Or GitHub? No, it's supposed to be as you @GitHub. So that opens this, but I can't select it even. That works. Can I do @GitHub / this? Does that work? Because that would fix it enough. Nope. GitHub, that's so annoying. Like it doesn't, I can't select it. Just press enter and then go into it. Dude, is this like a Firefox quirk or a Waterfox quirk? I'll open a pull request or a fucking issue if I need to. I'm sure it's going to be dumb, to be honest. Advanced. Show search suggestions. So if I disable that and I search for like YouTube. Yeah, okay, good. I want these before these, so that's good. Like if I search for GitHub, yeah, I want these first. Okay. Delete this one. I don't know where to post this. Waterfox issues. Custom search engine. Yeah, so bro, custom search engine. Point the shortcut at GitHub search engine search instead of a direct path. I want the direct hit. Oh, I mean, I get it because like it's all a search engine, right? So like I'm kind of misusing it anyway. Okay, Firefox open with open GitHub extension. Is there a browser? Okay, what's a good browser extension then? I need to just copy paste though. There's like no way this isn't a thing, right? Wait, so does it actually insert it though? Like if I do edit bookmark, put this here, and my keyword be GH for GitHub, save. Then can I do @GH, then this. Same thing. @gh. Yeah, it's the same issue. Should be. I assume this also just breaks it for normal usage, right? Yep. I haven't even seen this page before. Wait, use capital S. Does that work in other things too? So @gh again. Oh, that works. Sick. There is a God. But if I click this, it just took me to this, right? Yeah. Not ideal, but yeah, at least it can be configured. So does that work here though? In my settings? And if not, why not? I had a capital S here. Doesn't work. Why you like this? If I remove it. At that point, why even use these? Like, if I could just use fucking bookmarks. Right. So I'm gonna edit this to remove it. And I'm gonna add it somewhere. So let's have a new folder, I guess. Yet another folder. Shortcuts. Put it here. Add bookmark. It's annoying that it doesn't work for the normal one. It'd be cool if it worked for both. Is there a way to have it go to the GitHub homepage if no input is given? Like some special, I don't know, fucking syntax for that. Tragedy. Okay. So, yeah, so GitHub direct or GitHub repo. GitHub direct. URL github.com/s tags shortcut, I guess. Love how that's saved to the right place. And okay, and @g. Right, so I just do @g space boom, and it works. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm glad there was a solution without needing some extension. That's very cool. Just very hidden. YouTube, don't need that. So I can do other things too, right? Like right now, like my @y is just for YouTube search. If I just do it by itself, I can't go to the home page. So that's annoying. It means I have to type youtube.com or like github.com to go to GitHub, right? Does it go for my bookmark though? Like it does happen. It does seem to put it anyway. Like if I like Reddit, would it take me to the home page? Yeah. So this is not too bad, I guess. Okay. Anyway, so enough of that. Undo tree. Why doesn't it work for me? It's for Vim, not Neovim, so that might be an issue already. But if I look for undo tree, toggle. C program is not executable. Yeah. I don't know why that doesn't work. Let's do check health. Why can I scroll? I can't scroll. Just wasn't okay. Just wasn't working, I guess. Looking for undo tree. That's what I get, I guess. Okay. Check health. Undo tree. Left Y, completely misspelled that. Okay. Lazy. Let's update first. Whatever be updating, I don't even know. Undo tree, how are you? Fuck it. Undo tree in Neovim isn't working for me, and I'm not sure why. Get this when I try to toggle it. Announcements. Why did you announce it so late? This came out like a solid 10 hours ago. you just announced it. I love Ken. Okay, maybe like 9 hours ago. I'm sure he's very excited about it. It is controversial, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. I think Ken doesn't care though. I think he's gonna have fun with it because he knows that the game is kind of fucked anyway, and people will complain no matter what. Well, like no matter what he does, I mean, within the game, because the game itself needs major fixes from the team. This is a path that has a space, gets split place bug. It's coming from your diff command. It's on Windows. What? Oh, for diff. Oh, right. I'm not even on Windows. I'm on Arch Linux. Yeah, so that might be a... Yeah, because I remember having to install diff for that. I guess it just doesn't... Like, it did not find it, or does it still think I'm on... Search your dot files. Yeah, okay. cd.config, or just here even. I hate how that doesn't copy paste properly. Oh, it's actually init.lua. Right, yeah, so that's one of the things there. I need to sort that out. It's here, right? This one? Or here? Here, right. So say if vim.fn.has 132 equals 1, then do this. Else vim.g.undo tree diff command equals diff. Does this work? Okay. Cool. So save that. Should probably put it into my actual thing, right? Like my actual config. So delete that even. Go into plugins. Find undo tree. Su. Love that S just does something different here, I guess. Go to undo tree. Oh, fuck, I just Yeah, there it is. Okay. Config, paste that there. Realistically, that should be somewhere else though. So let's change the position of this. Okay. And now it should work. So let's quit Neovim. I wasn't trying to make changes. Non-edit command, telescope find files. Sick. Why is that not a thing? Do I even have telescope enabled? No. I skipped it completely for some reason. Didn't mean to. Okay, before we go any further, telescope. So is my undo thing working? Undo tree? No, it's not working. Okay, like it shouldn't be, so. Bro, DT end of line. Sorry, D end of line. Fuck me. Plugins. Telescope. Jeezy Weezy. What's that saying? Whoops. Line with trailing space. Okay, I can delete this, I think. No, I can't. Line with trailing space. Thanks for catching that. Disable this shit previewing, use regex instead. Tree sitter, not TypeScript. What does that even mean? Leader PF. Yep, I like how that just doesn't work. I mean, I didn't enable it today, but PWS, I don't know what that does. grep, okay, cool. Yeah, I used to use grep more often for searching like that. Yeah, I need to configure this big time telescope because like it should be my main way of going between files, but for some reason it just isn't right now. I like Harpoon and this are like the main things I should be using, not this file tree thing. So telescope, to do configure big time. Okay, undo tree. I see it works. Let's just enable it to actually find out. Quit. I did save. Neovim f init. Does FP work now? Nope. Why is it not working? Like space F P. Like I don't know why it's doing that. Plugins. Telescope. Like the things here is leader PF. I was doing FP the whole time. Yeah, I'm a bot. That's fair actually. That's completely fair. I'm a bot. I just forgot the keybinds straight up. Okay, does under tree work? Yeah, that works. Yeah, I just need to get used to using it. So I wasn't lazy, right? PF, not FP. Why did I think it was FP? Where did that come from? Yeah, whatever. 17 down. Don't really need to configure it. I just need to get used to using it. So I'll just leave it. That's fine. And then finally, there's two more actually. First of all, vim-be-good. I've not used vim-be-good in ages. I could probably uninstall it at this point because I don't use it. Like it's a fun little game, but trading space. Like vim-be-good. What? I don't know what it is. Why iboom. Can test out my new thing here. At G space. Let's go. Efficiency. Right, what's the actual command to run it? Because I can't remember. For the love of God, please stop. Why does it reload and like take it back to the top of the page? I fucking hate browsers, bro. Browsers piss me off. Right, I do have it installed, so of course it's not going to work. Init, no lazy. Vim be good. Yeah, let's just test it here. What's new here? Nothing. Okay, Neovim, Vim be good. Let's play, I don't know, whack-a-mole. Have I selected difficulty? Delete from the list, okay. It's easier to, what's easier to treat? Using moves to locate the character with the arrow under it as quickly as possible, then invert the character's case to win. Practice Vim to be smothered. What? Yeah, invert the character's case. What? VU? Okay, so just do like ST. Well, now I have these, right? Is that cheating? I have no idea. Probably is, to be fair. Oh, fuck. Like, I can do this instead. FG, N, this. Why is it a different symbol? There's a snake in my boot. Brandon is WE, VU. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I do wonder how the programmer even made it, but it's very cool. Very cool indeed. I'm sure you had fun making it. So PF, let's go to Vim be good, because I'm going to be uninstalling it, because I don't need it anymore. I mean, I haven't used it for fucking ages. I don't even use it. Yeah, I really want a better file manager, so I can like deleting a line should delete the file. That'd be a lot nicer. So delete that. I don't know if I need to uninstall it through lazy as well, but I've just removed it, so it should be okay. Also, I can delete this, I think. So let me go to my options. Is it, where's the setting for my file? Here it is, yeah. So take you back to just 0, the default tree, please. Mind you, this is also with timestamps, and there's this one. I want the one with timestamps, because the order is the same, it's just like, oh, it's not actually. The order is different. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, yeah, I think I just leave it as option, as a default option. I mean, I'm sure there's other options too, but whatever. 0 is just alphabetical. 1 is time, date modified, like date. And 2 is inline. Really weird options, like I don't know, there's like whopping 4. And then what's yuck? I do not remember what yuck does. Why is there a full path? I guess because it supports that. Does that mean that it was even enabled? Well, it should be, because I thought I get an error, right? Or at least I'd hope so. What's yuck do? Wait, is yuck the surrounding one? No, for EU. Okay, I don't use. Yeah, I don't use EU. I use it for like a whopping 2 seconds, so I'll just delete that. Why is that my default? Delete. Okay, so I already had 2 dead extensions for some reason in there, and these happened to be my last ones, so that was goofy. Yeah, so I've disabled these and this. Fugitive is for Git. Yeah, the rest of them I'm going to keep enabled because they're like really useful, but Actually, let me enable fugitive. But Godot, I don't know if I need that. And CMP, just, yeah, that needs to be looked into. Okay, seems to work. So let's go out, back to Neovim, check lazy. Clean. So update, clean. Let's check. X for clean. Yeah, I don't see any vim be good or anything. Not loaded, choose.choose.sj. Why? Does it just depend on the file or something? Depend on the file. Sync. Okay, home. Okay, seems to be clean now. They're all gone. Nice. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, lazy makes things nice and convenient. So quit and close, and in Neovim, let's actually go ahead and git add all. Okay, git status. This is all committed. Git commit. Well, no, I can do G. Can I do G C M? Okay, does this work? Not command. No. Okay. So I want to configure that. Anyway, so git commit with a message. Enable, disable each plugin manually and delete unused ones. Right, then git push. Nice, and I actually get the output as well in here, which is very nice. So that's great. It means that I no longer need to have this open to do commits. I do want to have compiler though. I want to have a compiler in my Neovim as well. So like, how do I create a window? I don't know. But like, if I could like have like just like a thing to the side where I can compile. To be fair, like it doesn't even matter. Like, well, it does though, because I want to have build commands in my editor, and like I don't know how to make it sync with an external window. So like, as much as I would like things to be separate, so like I can use my whole operating system, I might need to just control things from within Vim, unfortunately. But on the plus side, it's a terminal, so like it's still a terminal. It's just not a separate window. But yeah, I can figure that out. So before I go any further, also I want to I have another to do, which is to use double quotes uniformly, because I don't like single quotes and they're interchangeable, so I'll just use the ones that are actually, well, that I use. I got keybinds here. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Comments. Yep, so I'll do this globally, replace all single quotes with double quotes, /G. Looks good. DAP looks fine. Flash is fine. Fugitive is fine. Actually, no, it's not. Why is it the whole GitHub link? So I can do vs/ and then d and then close. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good plugin. Flash is a good plugin. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just going to make sure these all use the short names, not the long names. Harpoon. Okay. Lualine. I'm going to just use PF actually. But it's alphabetical order. Never mind. Lualine, mark view. Mason. Okay, surround. Telescope. Yep, so slash with colon /G. I do need to. It'd be good to have a command to do like an all text replace instead of having to do colon %s. It's just a bit of a hassle. So like yeah, like there are keywords I want to set up in general to make things just less of a hassle for myself that I haven't taken the time to do yet. Tree sitter. Looks fine. I don't know if C3 even set up properly. This is not correct. Also like with the /g as well, because like I always want the /g. I never don't want that. And undo tree. Yep. Actually, I can just go previous command, right? Cool. Yep, just do that quickly because I can do that, so might as well do it now. And yeah, so now I have a list of things to do. And I'll get on that tomorrow probably, because it's already now approaching 2 a.m. So I should really get to bed because I want to kind of reset my sleep schedule. I always say that, but yeah. So let's quit. What's different? Just those. So git commits. Replace single quotes with double. Yep. Okay, and good. That felt good. So yeah, now I need to configure those. I say it's going to take a shit ton of time, and there are also other extensions I want to install and look at, so that'll also take time, but I will take the time and get cracked at Neovim, because it's about time I sit down and do it properly. Also need to configure my LSP, but it's good. The debugger was quite simple, although I'm using very primitive things. I can get the UI and stuff right, so that'd be good to do. But for now, that's pretty. Whatever. It was good to just go through and just like clean up my stuff and take notes on what I need to do in each one, so I don't forget. Okay, so I can close this, I think, because I'm not using it for now. So I can close, I can close that. Did not mean to load that. This is an example I can look at. This is Lua line. That was his one, yeah. I can close this because I've already copied that. This is his, so this is his custom script as well. So I do want to look at how that works. It looks quite complicated though. Like this literally just formats the includes, but I look at how much code goes into that. And it's all in Lua as well, which is not ideal. I wonder why. Let's have a look. But yeah, that's a cool plugin. Is that the path? It is, yeah. I wonder why it doesn't make this like a proper extension or plugin even. Speaking of plugins, what's mine up? G Kojo Bailey / Neovim-files. No, okay. Go to my account page. I should really set up my other .files here, because like if I lose them, I'm fucked. These are my highplan.files. I do have them, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, let me find my Neovim.files. It probably showed up in the thing there. Great. Yeah, show me the code, because that's exactly what I was going to look for. Neovim config. Cool. Is not nvim even a file format? Or is it .vim? Anyway, I don't know what ft plugin does. Like, I still don't know what that does. ASM, but like for what? Yeah, I don't even know what that really does. Is it not just like settings for ASM? Like, what's FT specifically? But like, is that the plugin? Like, it's just not very well set up. But yeah, it's looking lazy, it's there. Ooh. Awesome. But yeah, I should really have all my dot files in one repository, and then I can use like submodules if I need to. Like some kind of setup like that. But yeah, I need to sort that out. Cool. Well, I'm going to. Yeah, I think that's all for tonight then. I'm trying to think what else is on my mind. I have a list of stuff to do. I can close this. I'll delete this even. What's this? That's a sewing video. Was it this? Right, yeah. These are just notes on setting up Hyperblend. Yeah, I'll just delete this. Neovim. So LSP auto completion, fixed tree sitter. I kind of fixed it, so I didn't because markdown. Debugger integration, but I can delete this because I have it in my notes now. Debugger is integrated. Quick build run test, I still need that. Bit of navigation, still need that. Okay. Auto completion, my notes as well. So it's just these two now, I guess. Anything else? Like the keybinds, resort, reconfigure all keybinds. You know, just to get things working well. Git commands, I already said. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Cool. So, I mean, I want to finish this as soon as possible, so I can get onto actually coding stuff. Like, I want to get on Rust, so I can take notes on why I don't like Rust, and I want to get back on my C++ project with the SCL3 thing. I've got my C++ library, which I'm stuck on, so I would benefit from debugging it with a debugger, so I can figure out what's wrong with it. That would just help me move on with that. Although I don't know if I'm going to work on that right now anyway. Like, it's modding tools and stuff, but I don't really have the motivation to work on modding tools because I'm not even playing the game I'm modding. Yeah, and then also it's true and stuff that there's a lot of stuff I want to do. But step one is getting an actual functional editor, or else I'm gonna not be reaping the benefits from using Neovim. I mean, I am, because the keybinds are such a huge thing, but like, still, like, I mean, the motions, Vim motions. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Subscribe for more developments. That took about 2 hours, not too bad. I mean, it didn't do much, but yeah, it was good to kind of touch base on that. So tomorrow is a new day, and I will suffer through my Neovim config.